Welcome back in today's video. We're diving into the top 7 most valuable USA silver Washington quarter dollar that could potentially make you a millionaire. Yes, you heard that right. These small, humble coins could be worth a fortune in the right condition. So, stick around as we unveil these hidden treasures and their jaw-dropping values. First up, the 1995 Washington quarter with a large date and D mint mark. But here's the twist. This coin has a red color shade and is in dirty condition. We'll be looking at its value in today's auction market and exploring how its condition impacts the price. Let's jump right in. The 1995 Washington quarter features the classic design with George Washington on the front and a powerful eagle on the back. This coin was struck at the Denver Mint, indicated by the D mint mark right under Washington's neck. What sets this coin apart, though, is its large date variety and its unusual red color shade. The large date variety of the 1995 Washington quarter is one of the more commonly found varieties, with the larger numbers in the date. While the small date version is also in circulation, collectors often favor the large date due to the more distinct size and appearance of the digit. But what does this coin look like when it's in dirty condition? Now, as you can see, this particular coin has a red color shade, which could be due to environmental factors like exposure to rust or oxidation. Along with the red shade, this coin is also in dirty condition, meaning it has some surface grime, scratches. These imperfections are a result of poor storage or circulation, and they can have a significant impact on its value. So how does a coin in dirty condition affect its value in the world of numismatics? Cleanliness and condition are critical factors when determining a coin's price. A coin that's covered in dirt or tarnish often gets downgraded in its grade, which can reduce its value compared to one that is well preserved. With this particular 1995 Washington quarter, the red color shade and dirt are definitely considered as detractors from its original value. So what's the current market value of this 1995 Washington quarter with the D mint mark? Large date and dirty condition in this coin typically sells for around $2 to $5 at auction, but the red color shade and dirty condition might lower its value even further, potentially bringing it closer to the lower end of that range. Coins in such conditions are still desirable for collectors, but their price will generally be less than a coin in extra fine or mint state condition. Now, the value of this 1995 Washington quarter can still vary based on several factors. If you're looking to sell it at auction, the market demand will play a significant role. The red shade and dirty condition could either attract curiosity or make collectors hesitant. It's also important to consider the rarity of the coin in that specific condition. If the coin is unique in its appearance due to the red shade, it could fetch a slightly higher price, but generally, coins in dirty condition aren't as valuable as their cleaner counterparts. If you have a coin like this one in your collection, here are some tips for preserving its value. Never clean your coin with abrasive materials like cloths or harsh chemicals. It can scratch or remove important details. Instead, if you want to remove dirt or grime, use a gentle cleaning method, such as soaking in distilled water or using a soft brush. Be careful, though sometimes coins in dirty condition are left as is by collectors who find the natural patina. Even though this 1995 Washington quarter with the large date and red color shade in dirty condition may not be worth a lot in today's auction market, it still holds some appeal for collectors who are looking for variety or interested in unusual colorations. Whether you're adding it to your collection or deciding to sell, it's a reminder that condition plays a huge role in determining a coin's value. Next up, we're diving into an interesting 1980 Washington quarter with a large date and D mint mark. But there's a catch: it's got a color shade and is in dirty condition. Stick around as we look at its value in today's auction market and explore how those unique features can affect its price. The 1980 Washington quarter features the iconic image of George Washington on the front and an eagle on the back. This coin was minted at the Denver Mint, indicated by the D mint mark just below Washington's neck. It also features the large date variety, where the digits in the year are larger and more prominent compared to some other years. But today, we're focusing on a particular piece, one with a color shade and in dirty condition. The large date version of the 1980 Washington quarter is easily identified by its larger numbers in the date. This variety is common, but it stands out for its size and design, making it a favorite among collectors. Now, let's talk about this specific coin's unique features: the color shade and dirty condition. Now, if you take a closer look, you'll notice this coin has a color shade, which could be due to environmental factors like oxidation or tarnishing. The color shift might give it a distinct appearance, but it also signifies that the coin has undergone some wear and exposure to the elements. On top of that, the coin is in dirty condition, meaning it has visible grime, scratches, and signs of wear, which lower its overall grade. When it comes to coins like this, one condition is key: coins in dirty condition are typically valued lower than those that are in mint or extra fine conditions. Dirt, tarnish, and other imperfections can impact the coin's appearance, and when it comes to a collector's market, a dirty coin is usually not as desirable. But that doesn't mean it has no value. Let's break down what this coin is worth. So what's the current market value of this 1980 Washington quarter with the D mint mark, large date, and in dirty condition? This coin typically sells for around $3 to $5 at auction, depending on the level of tarnish or dirt. Coins in this condition generally aren't worth as much as their pristine counterparts, but they can still be a solid option for collectors who appreciate variety or are looking for coins to complete their sets. While the color shade and dirty condition might make this 1980 Washington quarter worth less, the overall value can still fluctuate based on a few factors. If there's a collector interest in the specific look of the coin or a unique feature like the color, it may sell for a slightly higher price. Also, remember that the auction market can vary depending on the demand for Washington quarters and how many similar coins are available at the time. If you own a coin like this and want to preserve or improve its value, never clean your coin with abrasive materials. Harsh cleaning can damage the surface and remove important details. If you're looking to remove dirt or grime, try soaking the coin in distilled water or gently using a soft brush. But remember, cleaning a coin too aggressively can sometimes do more harm than. So, while the 1980 Washington quarter with the large date and D mint mark in dirty condition may not be worth a lot in today's auction market, it still holds some value around $6 to $8, depending on how much tarnish and dirt it. Next up, the 1968 Washington quarter with a large date and D mint mark, featuring a black color shade and in bad condition. Stick around as we dive into its unique features and explore its value in today's auction market. The 1968 Washington quarter features the familiar portrait of George Washington on the front and an eagle on the reverse. This coin was minted at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D mint mark just below Washington's neck. It's also a large date variety, where the digits of the year are noticeably larger than the smaller date variety, but today we're looking at a unique coin in bad condition with a distinct black color shade. To start off, the large date version of the 1968 quarter is easily identifiable by the larger numerals in the date. This large date variety is popular with collectors, though it's not rare by any means. The D mint mark tells us it was struck in Denver. But let's get into the real story. Here, the black color shade and bad condition. Now, as you can see, this particular coin has a black color shade, which can result from environmental factors such as tarnishing or exposure to chemicals or air pollutants. The black tarnish may make it look unique, but unfortunately, it can also be a sign of damage. On top of that, this coin is in bad condition, meaning it has visible scratches, dents, and dirt, significantly affecting its grade. When coins show such visible wear and tear, it can lower their value considerably. Coins in bad condition are graded lower on the coin grading scale, which runs from poor P to mint state Ms. This coin, with its black tarnish, scratches, and general wear, would likely fall into the fair or good category, making it much less valuable than a coin in better condition. As a collector or seller, it's important to understand how condition directly impacts market value. So, what's the current value of a 1968 Washington quarter with a large date, D mint mark, and in bad condition with a black color shade? This coin typically sells for around $3 to $5 at auction, depending on the severity of the tarnish and the overall wear, while the 1968 Washington quarter is still a silver coin. The condition plays a major role in determining its worth. Keep in mind, though, that the market can fluctuate. Factors like collector demand, the rarity of similar coins, and the overall coin market at the time can all influence how much someone is willing to pay for a coin like this. Coins with unique characteristics, like the black tarnish, can appeal to a specific group of collectors who enjoy varieties or coins with unusual appearances, even if they aren't in perfect condition. If you're a coin collector, it's always best to handle your coins with care to prevent further tarnishing or damage. Store your coins in acid-free holders or coin flips to protect them from the elements. If your coin has already developed black tarnish, avoid cleaning it with harsh chemicals or abrasives. This can lead to scratches or further deterioration of the coin's surface. If you're unsure, it's often best to leave the tarnish as. So, while the 1968 Washington quarter with the large date and D-mint mark in bad condition with a black color shade might not fetch a high price in today's auction market, it still has some value. Expect to see it sell for around $13 to $16, depending on the severity of its condition. Next up, the 1991 Washington quarter with a large date P mint mark and in dirty condition. What's it worth today? Stick around to find out. The 1991 Washington quarter is a part of the iconic series that began in 1932, commemorating the 200th birthday of George Washington. By 1991, these coins were being produced at multiple mints, including the Philadelphia Mint, which is represented by the PAI mint mark found just below Washington's neck on the. This specific quarter features a large date, making the year digits more prominent compared to other design variations. While not a rare variety, it's still worth noting when evaluating the coin's overall. The dirty condition of this coin is a critical factor when assessing its value. Dirt, tarnish, or environmental damage can significantly lower a coin's. For the 1991 Washington quarter in this condition, we're likely looking at a grade of good E or slightly higher, depending on how extensive the wear and dirt are. But don't worry, even coins in less than perfect condition can still have value. Now, let's talk numbers. In 1991, the Philadelphia Mint produced over 570 million Washington quarters, making this a common year in terms of mintage. And here's an important note: by 1991, Washington quarters were no longer made of silver. These coins are composed of 75 copper and 25 nickel, meaning they have no intrinsic silver value. So what is a 1991 Washington quarter with P mint mark, large date, and in dirty condition worth in today's auction market? These coins typically sell for 25 cents to $1. In most cases, they trade at or slightly above their face value, depending on collector interest. Coins in better condition or with unique errors may command higher prices. It's important to remember that condition, rarity, and collector demand play major roles in determining a coin's value. For a 1991 quarter in dirty condition, the market value is heavily influenced by its appearance and how well it stands out among other circulated coins. Thinking of cleaning your dirty quarter, be careful. Cleaning coins with harsh chemicals or abrasive materials can damage them further and drastically reduce their value. Instead, store your coins in a safe, dry environment to prevent additional damage. Next up, the 1970 Washington quarter, featuring a large date and D mint mark, but in damaged condition. So, what is this coin worth in the current market? Let's take a closer look. The 1970 Washington quarter is part of the ongoing series featuring George Washington. This particular coin has a large date variety, which means the digits of the year are larger and more prominent compared to regular-sized dates. It also features the D mint mark, indicating it was produced at the Denver Mint. The large date variety from 1970 is not considered a rare error, but does have some appeal to collectors who seek specific date variations. The D mint mark confirms it was produced in Denver, and this mint produced over 50 million quarters in 1970, which makes it relatively common in circulation. Now let's talk about damage condition. In the world of coin collecting, damage includes things like scratches, dents, corrosion, or any other environmental harm that lowers the coin's. This particular 1970 Washington quarter might have been exposed to wear and tear, handling, or even harsh conditions, all of which can drastically affect its value. Coins in damaged condition are often downgraded in grade, and while they might not fetch high prices, they still have some collector interest, especially when they are rare coins or from specific years like this one. So how much is a 1970 Washington quarter with a large date and D-mint mark worth in damaged condition in today's auction market, as these quarters typically sell for around $3 to $7 when damaged? If the damage is more severe, the value might drop further, but it's still a collectible coin that many enthusiasts are interested in. Even in damaged condition, a coin's value is influenced by a few key factors, such as the rarity of the year, the extent of the damage, and its appeal to collectors. While this coin might not fetch a high price due to its condition, collectors who are after specific mint marks or years may still show interest. One thing to remember when dealing with damaged coins is to handle them with care. Cleaning or trying to remove the damage can often make it worse. The best approach is to store your damaged coins in a coin holder or protective sleeve to preserve whatever value they have. In conclusion, the 1970 Washington quarter with a large date and D-mint mark in damaged condition typically holds a value of around $6 to $9 in the auction market. While it's not a high-value coin, it still has some worth for those looking to complete their collection or add a unique piece to their inventory. Next up, the 1978 Washington quarter without mint mark, graded in fine condition and uncovering its value in today's auction market. If you have one of these in your collection, stay tuned to find out what it's worth. The 1978 Washington quarter is part of the regular series that features George Washington on the front and an eagle on the reverse. In 1978, the US Mint produced millions of these quarters, with the Philadelphia Mint producing the majority of them, as this coin is without a mint. Now, what does fine condition mean for this coin? Coins in fine condition generally show moderate wear, but all of the key features like the date, mint markings, and designs are still clearly visible. In a fine grade, you'll see some wear on the high points, such as George Washington's hair and the eagle's wings, but the details are still there, and the coin is perfectly recognizable. So how much is the 1978 Washington quarter worth in fine condition today? This coin is generally valued at around $4 to $6 at auctions. While it's not considered rare, its value can still fluctuate based on factors like the condition, demand, and the collector's market at the time of the sale. There are a few things to keep in mind that can impact the price of your 1978 Washington quarter. First, the overall condition plays a big role. Coins that are in better condition, like extra fine or uncirculated, will fetch higher prices. Secondly, the demand for Washington quarters from this era may change, but for now, the 1978 is considered fairly common. To preserve the value of your 1978 Washington quarter, it's important to handle it carefully. Use gloves when touching the coin and consider storing it in a coin holder or a protective capsule to prevent further wear and tear. This will help maintain its fine condition and ensure its value doesn't drop over time. In conclusion, the 1978 Washington quarter without a mint mark in fine condition is worth approximately $15 to $18 in today's auction market. While it's not a high-value coin, it's still a solid find for collectors looking to complete their collection of Washington quarters. Next up, we're diving into the value of the 1984 Washington quarter with the large date and D-mint mark in good condition. What's this quarter worth in today's auction market? The 1984 Washington quarter features the iconic portrait of George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. Produced by the Denver Mint, this coin carries the D-mint mark. And what's interesting about this particular coin is the large date variety, which gives the digits of the year a more prominent appearance. Now, let's talk about good condition. A coin in good condition typically has significant wear, but the key details are still recognizable. In this case, the 1978 Washington quarter might show wear on Washington's hair and the eagle's wings, but you can still clearly read the date and see the design. So, what's the value of the 1984 Washington quarter in good condition? Today, this coin generally sells for between $9 to $14 at auction. It's not considered rare or valuable by itself, but it still has some worth, especially for collectors looking to fill out their collections of Washington quarters. Even in good condition, a coin's value can depend on a few important factors. Condition is the main one. Coins in higher grades, like fine or extra fine, can fetch more. Additionally, demand plays a role. While this is a relatively common year for the Washington quarter, collectors might still be looking for it to complete their sets. To keep your 1984 Washington quarter in the best condition possible, it's essential to handle it with care. Use gloves to avoid oils from your hands coming into contact with the coin, and store it in a protective case or coin holder to prevent further wear. This way, you'll help preserve its value for years to come. To sum it up, the 1984 Washington quarter with the D mint mark and in good condition is worth around $19 to $22 in today's auction market. While it's not a high-value coin, it's still a collectible piece for those looking to complete their collection of Washington quarters from the 1980s. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more insights into coin values. Do you have a 1984 Washington quarter in your collection? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, happy collecting.